Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where we find ourselves in a pretty good position here. We are allied with the Ptolemaic Kingdom and the Seleucid Empire, and they're both helping us fight the Antigonid Kingdom. We are independent at this point, and we're working on taking over Samaria. So this looks fantastic. We can call down an omen here, and what do we want at this point? I think the answer is probably pop conversion speed would be okay. Actually. But, I mean, that's what we have right now. This would be unintegrated culture group happiness. So, tyranny, national tax would be pretty good. Manpower recovery, I think we're pretty close to our cap on manpower recovery. So I think we're going to go for national tax here. Excellent. That looks fine. So that's going to boost up our tax income. Excellent. What is our fort maintenance? Yeah, let's drop that back down. Cool. So we're currently at 7% on this fort. That'll get finished soon enough, and we're waiting on the Seleucids to deal with all of this up over here. That's where a lot of this negative war score is from, although ticking war goal is, of course, not on our side until we finish this siege. We do have a minor addendum here. 6 stability for 10 political influence is a pretty good deal, I think. Let's double check here. So, Divine Sacrifice is 50 influence, and that lasts for 15 years. So, 15 times 12 is 180 times 0.15. So that's 27 total stability for 50 political influence. So that is roughly 2 political influence per stability, which means that this is indeed a good deal. So we're going to do that. That sounds excellent. We'll tick forward here, and this siege will finish in the eventual times. But not quite yet. We have improved our war score a little bit. That's good. I mean, not us. The Seleucids have improved our war score a little bit, and that's also very good. So defenders are deserting here. We're up to 35% on this siege. Excellent. And we're just going to take over all of Samaria. That is the goal here. In the meantime, we're keeping an eye on this situation down here. I don't really want Kedar to take all of this territory over, but that won't stop us by any means. So this is fine. We're up to 35% here still and ticking away. So this looks good for the moment. Out of curiosity, what else is going on up here? Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. The Seleucids have that well and truly under control. Excellent. Okay, that siege is won. Ticking is now flipping over to our side. Now, I would like to put down our levies at this point. Can we do that while we're at war? No, we cannot disband levies while at war. Okay, so we're just going to have to keep these guys somewhere where they're not going to take attrition. We're going to put them here. And that looks good. So we're 9% war score right now, and the question is, what all do we want here? Well, we definitely want Samaria. They would not accept that because we don't have 10 war score right now. They will soon enough. A lot of that would be a lot of aggressive expansion, and I kind of just want the territory. Okay, so we have a CB down over this way. They would not accept this currently. They have 21 reasons not to. Months at war is a big part of it, so we're just going to chill for right now. And down this way, Kedar is occupying all of this. We definitely don't want to attack them while Kedar is fighting them. We'll see what Kedar ends up taking, but we're probably going to head down this way ourselves soon enough. So we're down to 8 war score right now, but ticking is on our side, and that sounds good. We're not looking to fight the Antigonid Kingdom here. So we're going to take Samaria, and I really don't think that there's anything else that we're really looking for here. If this is Europa, I'd take a bunch of money from them, but this isn't Europa, so that's not a thing. We could have them, I suppose, release some nations. But I don't know how realistic that is. So the war score has gone down here. I guess they must have finished some sieges up over this way. It's all up in Cappadocia. Okay. We'll just make this go away, I guess. I don't like spending money on it, but it's fine. We do have a civic perk available, and we could grab holdings, income, or build cost and build time. We're going to take the build cost and build time. That'll be fine. Okay, so we currently need a lot more money. No doubt about that. We're working on it, and we're also working on this mine down here, which will, of course, help us have additional stuff. More investment in our own territories will be very good, but taking new territories will also be very good for us. So we're at 13 right now. Are they willing to accept this? They have 5 reasons? Okay. Literally all we're looking to do is take Samaria. Now they have 2 reasons to not accept this. 1, ticking war score should bring us over. We're at 0 now. -1. 0. And there's a ticking war score. And a month at war. Beautiful. So we could actually, we could actually, liberate Oreos, too, as long as we're at it. They wouldn't accept Coast, but we could liberate Oreos. This sounds good. This is all we want. So we're going to get out of this war. That is excellent. Do we want to lose half a point of AE? Honestly, yeah, it's fine. So that looks good. And Samaria is now under our control. That is beautiful. Let's put down our levy at this point. And we can't raise that again until September? Sure. That'll give some time for this war to end and for us to kind of solidify our holdings. So I want to come up here to the province of Samaria. They are 100% Israelite and 78% Macedonian. So I want to put them on cultural assimilation. They're 78% integrated, but we could definitely bring that up. So that sounds good. At this point, we've got ourselves a pretty decent territory carved out here. We could definitely use quite a lot of money to get our economy going. That would be pretty important. And I'm wondering right now, do we want to pivot our technology plan? Because our current technology plan is to grab additional additional population growth. And that's all well and good. But we could certainly go into the Marshall area. Yeah, the Antigonid Kingdom has been carved up. That's expected. So we could go this way and go down to centralized production into slave masters, and then after that, pivot back. I wasn't expecting to get free quite this quickly, but that's not bad. That is not bad at all, especially with us allied to 2 of the other great powers. So that is absolutely wonderful. At the very least, they'll break their truce or break their alliance, and we'll have a truce. So we'll have a good solid warning that they're planning to declare on us. So that sounds great. This war has shifted. It is currently September. We could declare this. We wouldn't even need to call anyone in, I don't think. So let's go ahead and do this. And we are going to raise up our levies at this point. And our levies are going to head southward. We're looking to probably eliminate their levy here, but we'll see where they end up going. Downward we head. We can call in the Ptolemaic Kingdom, but there's really no reason to do so. So we're not going to do that. We do, of course, have a port at long last. Oh, wow, they're walking right into us. I love it. So we're going to fight them right here. No problem whatsoever. Beautiful. We did not stack wipe them, but we're just going to go take this territory. They're going to retreat out this way, but I want to control this state. This is not the actual goal state. This is the goal state, but I want to control this one first, and then we'll head down to Laba, is the idea. So let's grab this area and then head to Laba. Beautiful. Over we head. And this looks great. So we're going to get this capped, no problem whatsoever. And down we go. Now the question is, where did they retreat to? We'll find out. And how many wars are they in right now? They're in the 2 wars. Okay. So we might not get quite as much as we'd like, but our aggressive expansion is starting to go up a bit. It's not too bad, though. For now, things are looking pretty decent. We're going to be able to carve ourselves out a pretty decent little empire down this way in Arabia, and I think that's the plan. We're going to have to do a bunch of conversion down here, of course. This is all Arabic, but that's fairly expected. Okay, so let's grab the war goal here. And then the question is, how much else can we get out of this? Potentially a lot is the answer. So I'm going to split our force in half here. And we're going to send half here, actually, the larger half here, and then the other half here. We're going to need to get this fort dealt with, but then we can grab here, and that's kind of everything that we need. We're at 46 war score right now. We see that they have some decent-sized forces over here. We're going to keep a force kind of nearby here. Okay. Noted. I'm going to send these 2 down to here, while these guys are just going to chill here. We're apparently going to fight them here. Let's bring in a reinforcing force. Okay. That's looking really good, actually. We didn't need the reinforcing force. Okay. I like it. So we're going to pull these guys back to Egra. That looked far worse, according to the game, than it actually was. And we like it. So that's wonderful. Local population happiness sounds good, but at the cost of popularity, huh? No. We're not going to give up the popularity for right now. Okay, I do want these guys to group back up over here. I don't think we need additional reinforcements here. So this looks fine. At the very least, we're getting slave pops out of this, which is good. What is our current cost for construction? 161? Okay. That is definitely noted. Oh, this is unfortunate. We'll see if they take that back. So we're grouping these forces back together. And we're going to head out over this way. Hang on. No, we're not. We're heading up here. These guys are trying to bypass our siege force. We definitely don't want them doing that. So let's head on up over here and stop them. And we can see Kadar is here. That is not surprising. And we managed to stop this force. Excellent. They are retreating awkwardly this direction. I'm not sure where they're retreating to. Okay, now they're turning around. Sure. I would love it if they'd come take this back and defend themselves. Because I want to full annex these guys, ideally. It'll be mildly awkward for sure, but I definitely would be interested in doing that. We need to get ourselves quite a lot of power quite quickly, otherwise we're going to run into a problem. Even though we're allied with the Seleucid and Ptolemaic kingdoms, at some point, they're going to get a little upsetty at us. And we need to be prepared for that. So that is indeed exactly the goal here. They have taken back this area. That's really, really good for us. Although it might be taking back again because of this. Let's continue to head in. And let's see what's going on over here. No progress. Noted. So these guys have to move off of here. I guess for now, we can do this. Awkward retreat is awkward, but they don't have enough forces to actually do anything. So the sacking of Dedan has happened. We're going to let the looting be gentle. We'll take some gold, and we captured a pop. So that looks good. I want to head up to Tiamat. And I guess we'll head in over here, but I think that these guys are going to still have control of this siege, even though they have too few men. Is I think what's going to happen here. Do we have control of this siege? No, we don't. Well, that is unfortunate. I guess we'll take what we can, because we need to consolidate. So I don't want to have to chase these guys down. So let's just see what we can get out of this. It's not going to be quite a full conquest, but it would be something like this. That's 24 AE. I guess that's okay. Yeah, that seems reasonably fine. Excellent. So now we're going to need to disband our levies. There we go. And this is, of course, quite a lot more territory down here. So we're going to have to go through all of this, and we're going to have to be like, okay, so these are Arabic. We're going to need governors assigned. So we'll do one here and one down in Arabia. That sounds fine. So up over this way, we're definitely going to want to have this be on religious conversion. And then over here, this is going to be on religious conversion. This is already religious. We want this to be on religious conversion. This down here should be on religious conversion, even though it's not tremendously efficient, but something like that. Okay, that is a very good start. Now, Qadar is probably going to take this territory, is my guess. But that gives us access to Thamud down here, who is in an alliance with Ma'in, which is these guys. That's reasonably fine. We can definitely attack Qadar. We can go down this way. We can go down this way. There's multiple routes that we can go. We are at 30 AE right now, and we might want to consider chilling for a bit here until that finishes. Now, we should probably drop our fort maintenance again. There's a number of forts that we've got. I'm not deleting these forts at this time. I do think they are useful. So for the moment, we're going to keep all of that around. But that is a very, very large increase of our territory, and that's wonderful. Including this very nice, very useful volcano, which is not going to cause problems at all. Wonderful. So we're going to get another building going here. It'll be a slave estate or a mine or something like that, but that'll be next month. We're definitely seeing our income grow. That's good. We're currently making almost 5 gold a month. It's not as much as we would like. Lose 18 gold? A job for the governor, definitely. Or we could just send some food over. So where is Arabia ad Sinus? I'm not sure exactly where this is. It's down here? So my question is, what kind of food is there over here? It is going up by a lot. So let's do that. And let's see what this food growth is like. So giving it a month tick here. 0.37. Okay, yeah, that seems okay. Beautiful. So that is still positive. No problem. I like it. We can now, of course, get going on a mine or a farming settlement, and I'm going to build a mine in Bossia, although hang on, we've got these 3 locations here. Stone, this is precious metals, and stone. I'm actually going to build it in this precious metals location. So we're going to build a precious metals mine. I like it. So that'll be good. That will give us additional precious metal production, and a surplus in the capital would be citizen happiness, but we may end up actually trading that eventually anyway, and that would be pretty valuable for us. We can see that we're not really making, we're making 4.5 in commerce. I guess that's okay. So Qadar did indeed take this area out over here. This isn't surprising. I do want to start fabricating a claim out on Qadar. And we're going to do that. We've got some prosperity here. We're going to take the popularity and the stability, actually. That'll be fine. Our stability is currently negative, and that's mostly due to aggressive expansion. We should probably chill a bit on the aggressive expansion, but it is coming down nicely, and by the time this finishes, we should be able to take over Qadar. We're going to be influence limited anyway, so this seems reasonably fine. We're going to continue to pull over this direction. I want to check in on these guys. Okay. Noted. So for the time being, they're relatively happy with us. We may want to improve relations with the Seleucid Empire, and I'm going to do that. That is going to cost us some gold, but that is probably worthwhile. I want to keep that alliance around. As long as we're allied to the Seleucids and the Ptolemaics, we're just untouchable. And this gives us a lot of leeway to grow our territory and become a major power ourselves. We're currently a regional power, and that needs to change. So that's looking good. We are building up our aggressive expansion. I'm wondering, did we get another set of levies? We did. Okay, that's good to know. We're still probably going to be relying on our Canaanite levy, but for the moment, I think this is okay. Yeah, we're definitely able to expand down this direction and take over a lot of Arabia. And then from there, we can expand into Africa. We can expand into Persia if we feel like it. There's lots of directions that we can take this. So we're not out of the woods yet, but we're getting there. Things are definitely looking pretty decent at this point. I like it. So the mine is going to be a while before it's done. The real question is, once we get that done, are we going to have enough to immediately begin construction on a second mine? I think the answer to that is probably yes. Our income is definitely growing significantly, and I'm very, very pleased about that. So if we take a look at our culture here, we can see that we are 44% primary integrated. We are 57% Levantine and 40% Arabian. We might want to consider making Arabian culture be integrated. Perhaps. That might not be a bad idea. Add a fake address. There we go. That'll be fine. So, just checking through here, filter by culture groups. So the Aramaic culture group here, yeah, Memphite, Phoenician, Macedonian, Keterite is probably, yeah, I think Nabatean is what we're looking at here. So that has the Freeman civic right. We could definitely bump that up to citizen. And this is a huge percentage of our pops. So I think that's not a bad thing. That is going to take some time to integrate, but let's get going on that. And once we get them integrated into citizen level pops, that'll be wonderful. We would love to have them be integrated, because that is a large percentage of pops, and it's going to continue to grow. So this down here, if we check in at the cultures down here, this is a member of the Arabian culture group. Keterite is also a member of the Arabian, but Nabatean is also a member of the Arabian culture group. Okay, that's understood. So there's going to be a lot of Arabians down here, but we're probably only going to integrate these. We just need to hit a critical mass on it and then get the conversions going, right? That is the overall idea anyway. So that seems fine for now, and I'm wondering what our progress actually is on... Actually, automatic trading can be enabled here. I'm wondering what our progress actually is on the conversion here. So let's take a look at the pop info. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. I like it. So we've got 270 more days on this mine. It looks like we're not quite earning enough here, but that is fine, I guess. But things are going well. No doubt about it. I think this is still a good fort. I think that these are good forts too. But we're in a much less precarious situation than we were previously. We are eventually going to want to break our alliances, but we're not at that point right now. That's for sure. So we're not able to colonize any of these areas, but once we take over Kadar, colonization will be a thing. We'll be able to expand out this way and this way, and we'll be able to push in this direction, taking on Tasm. Now, they're not contiguous. That's interesting. And then down here, and then a bit of a break before we can attack Kinda, but we can come down this way and go all that direction. I love it. Yeah, this is a really good spot for us. The Ptolemaic Kingdom is really going to have no interest in coming down here, especially once we push down through Thamud. They're going to have very little interest in heading down this way. So that sounds great. I would start a fabrication of a claim on Thamud, except that our aggressive expansion is still a little higher than I want it to be. We are going to attack Kadar fairly soon, but we might want to let that lie for a little bit here. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're eventually going to go back into expansion, and we're going to continue to work on bringing up our economy. That is very, very important. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.